Order the division bell to be stopped. Members, resume your seats. I order the division bell to be stopped and the bars to be drawn. Order, members, take your seat. Order, members, take your seats. The honorable member for Butere, take your seat. Order, members, order. Order, members. The honorable Madi, take your seat. Order. Take your seat. The honorable members, take your seat. The Honorable Kaluma and the Honorable Zambia, take your seats. Order. Order. Honorable members, order. The Honorable Madi, take your seat. Honorable members, order. 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 Oh, members, I must appreciate your patience this afternoon and evening. Order, members. And as you know, the decisions that have been made this afternoon have been made by yourselves. And I'm certain I was not wrong to call for division on this matter because the nays had it. Okay? And now we ask for the bell to be rung. It's been rung for 10 minutes. And it's now a chance to vote. So I want us to keep calm so that we proceed with the House the way it should go on. But before we order. But before we vote, before we vote, I would like to give the majority leader a chance because it's a move of the bill, the clause we are trying to vote on. Order, members, order. Majority leader, go ahead.
Honorable Chairperson, thank you for the opportunity before the vote. Honorable Speaker, you know, I said we are a house of debate and we make collegiate decisions as a house. And when we make decisions as a house, they affect all Kenyans, the Kenyans we represent. I have had very extensive discussions when you are lobbying here on the floor with the leader of minority and with the chair of the Finance and National Planning Committee on this particular issue. And I take great exception to what, or rather note with appreciation what the leader of minority, Honorable Junet, said, that probably, as much as we want to deal with tax evaders and people who want to evade tax, we also need to look at other laws. And especially what Junet said, we can also look at the laws that will make it compulsory for our judicial process to be concluded within a certain period. And you know, I am a leader who listens. And I have listened. And I have listened to the honorable leader of the minority party, leader of the party called ODM. And because we are in a broad-based government with ODM, and the broad-based government is very responsive and listens. And because I am also leader of that broad-based government in the House, having listened to the Honorable Junet, having listened to the chair of the Finance and National Planning Committee, and my very able deputy and whip, the Honorable Silvana Sosoro, assisted by Naomi Wako, we have agreed together with the leader of minority that we give this matter more time for further consultations and see how we can realign it with other laws. Because the amendment as proposed, and as further amended will not cater for the concerns, for instance, raised on the quick, the expedient resolution of cases in court. And let me say this, Honorable Speaker, because I am saying that because I want also to save our time. It is now 20 minutes to 8, and we need to go to our families. I will ask your indulgence that I withdraw both the amendment and the further amendment pending further consultations so that we are able to proceed. And I thank you all for your energy and determination to do what is right for Kenyans.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Honorable members, the Honorable Junet, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Chair, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my counterpart, the leader of the majority party and the leader of the broad-based government in the House, Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah. Mr. Chair, this is a listening majority leader. This is a man who wants this country to prosper. This is a man who wants this country to go and become first world, Mr. Speaker. Majority Leader, Mr. Chair, this is a listening government, and this is a listening leadership. On that note, Chair, I want to say this. Mr. Chair, I want to say this on that note. Chair, the minority traditionally sits on the left side of the Speaker. Of late, I have been invaded by a very few militia who are making noise behind me.
Thank you.
Called Wamunyoro and Wamitego. They have just invaded where I'm sitting, Chair, and I am giving them, I'm giving them space to sit here. Otherwise, they should be on the other side of the house. But they are shouting more than they are right on this side. What I'm going to do from next week, I am going to excommunicate them from this side so that they become partyless, they become stateless, and they become committeeless.
Thank you.
Yeah, I conclude.
Please do conclude.
Chair, I'm concluding by saying this.
Yes.
We had extensive consultation with the majority leader. We have discussed this matter and we have agreed that we need to do further consultations in the interest of the people of Kenya. It is true that we have people who are evading taxes and using the judiciary system to make sure that they don't pay any tax. We are going to address the matter holistically, and in the soonest possible, we are going to bring here legislations that is going to make sure that every taxpayer commits and pays his taxes.
Thank you. Honorable Mbui.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to, Chairman, I want to agree with the two leaders. But as a matter of concern, we must confirm to Kenyans that this decision is not a decision to withdraw, because a decision has already been made by the House, and members have already voted, and you have already announced the result that this has been lost. So, Mr. Speaker, there is absolutely no way you can go back, and there is no standing order. There is absolutely no standing order. This has been lost. It is no longer in law. We move on to the next clause.
Honorable, order. Honorable members, you know our rules, that voting by acclamation or what you did earlier is a procedure of voting. Voting by division is a procedure of voting. So until this is done to the end, nothing is spent. And so the voting by division is a process. The clause concerned has been withdrawn before we finish that process. So the matter is callous, finito, withdrawn, and no further amendment on it. Let's proceed with the matters that are remaining. I order the bars to be opened and we proceed with the matter. There's nothing out of order. The matter in question has been withdrawn. We will proceed with the next clauses of the matter.
Provisions relating to the Miscellaneous Fees and Levies Act, Cap 469C, Clause 53.
Members, I propose that Clause 53 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that clause 53 be amended as per the order paper, be deleted. That means I beg to move that clause 53 be deleted. Honorable Chairperson, this particular clause is very important to make sure that the Kenya Revenue Authority is adequately resourced to enhance revenue collection and strengthen tax administration. I beg to move, Honorable Chairperson.
Members, I propose the question that clause 53 be amended as proposed by the Chairman of Finance Committee. I now put the question that clause 53 be amended as proposed by the Chairman of Finance Committee. May, as many of that opinion, say aye. Will that opinion say nay? Ayes have it. Members, I put the question that clause 53 as amended, clause 53 has been deleted, therefore there's nothing to be part of the bill. Next clause.
Clause 54.
Members, I propose the question that clause 54 be part of the bill, and because there's no amendment to it, I put the question that clause 54 be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 55.
Members, I propose the question that clause 55 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that clause 55 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, this particular amendment it also speaks to what I had spoken to earlier about manufacturers of LPG gas. With the recent things we have seen happening in Hamus and what happened to our prices of fuel, Honorable Speaker, it's very important to look at alternative sources of energy. And one of the alternative sources of energy is LPG gas, and therefore we are incentivizing investment of at least 5 billion shillings in this particular sector for petroleum gas storage tanks and related infrastructure in Kenya. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
Remember, I propose the question that clause 55 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson of Finance Committee. The Honorable Wundo.
Chair, as much as I support the amendment, but Honorable Chair, the figure of 5 billion or even if it's 2 billion is excessively high. It means then we'll never have any local participate in this industry or enjoy these incentives. Is it possible, Chair, you can review the amount of investment required to make it much acceptable and affordable to a common mwananchi, a common investor in Kenya? We should not always benefit the foreigners and let the Kenyans themselves have no such tax benefits. It's not fair, Chair.
Thank
Chair,
you.
so plead with him. We consider reducing the threshold.
The Chair of Finance Committee. The Chair of Finance Committee. There is a proposal, a request to you by the Honorable Chair of Finance Committee.
Honorable Chairperson, in as much as I appreciate the remarks by the Honorable Undo, investment in LPG gas is very expensive, and therefore having a threshold of 2 billion shillings, for example, as proposes, will be defeative. The minimum you need to invest in a plant for LPG manufacturing is at least 5 billion shillings, Honorable Chairperson. So the risk of reducing this is where we have manufacturers that produce something else and they claim, Honorable Speaker, that they are producing, for example, LPG gas, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, honourable members. I now put the question, therefore, that clause 55 be amended as proposed. Honourable Karoli, what is...
Many members may not know, but this clause is a clear example of what state capture is doing in this country, where public decisions are being made for private interest and not for public good. Let us be fair. There should have been a declaration of interest from the executive as to who is putting an LPG gas facility that requires tax exemptions.
Is there a member in this house who has those interests that you know?
Yes.
Could you please name them?
Mr. Speaker, no, we need to get to the bottom of this. We all know what I'm talking about.
I put the question now that clause 55 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. Will have no opinion say aye? Will have no opinion say nay? Ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that clause 55 as amended be part of the bill. Will have no opinion say aye? Will have no opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
New clause 55A.
Members, I propose a question that the new clause 55A be now read a second time.
Honorable Chairperson, I do propose that this clause 5A be now read a second time. Honorable Chairperson, allow me to explain what this amendment is about. When this Honorable House passed the Affordable Housing Act, they gave the responsibility of collection of housing levy to Kenya Revenue Authority. So Kenya Revenue Authority collects affordable housing levy and remits it to Affordable Housing Board on behalf of Affordable Housing Board. However, Honorable Speaker, the law did not give KRA enforcement powers for this affordable housing. And therefore, we have got very many employers who are deducting housing levy from the employees, but they are not remitting that particular deduction to the Affordable Housing Board. So, though this House has done in a previous amendment, is in the amendments we did yesterday on the Kenya Revenue Authority Board, is to give Kenya Revenue Authority enforcement powers. As a result, therefore, Kenya Revenue Authority has additional responsibility to enhance enforcement and make sure that those that are not remitting actually get to remit. The rate that we put as agency fees for Kenya Revenue Authority for the amount of money they retain after they collect the housing levy, the law says up to 0.5%. And therefore it was observed that agency fee is very low, and therefore the proposal is to increase it from 0.5% to at least 2%. However, again I insist, this does not affect the rate at which Kenyans are paying affordable housing levy. It does not change the rate of affordable housing levy. What it does is allow Kenya Revenue Authority to retain up to 2% of the housing levy they collect, so that in line with the extra responsibilities we gave them yesterday of enforcement, Honorable Chairperson. So it's very important, because I saw, Honorable Chair, some media houses reporting that we have changed the rate of affordable housing levy from the current rate to 2%. Far from it. There is nothing like that. And those media houses should be very embarrassed to misreport and disinform, Honorable Speaker, on those particular matters. In that, I beg to move, Honorable Chairperson.
Members, I propose the question that the new clause 55A be now read a second time. Honorable Makali Mulu.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to support this and say that the tax collector must be paid, and that this levy is justified, Honorable Speaker. But Honorable Speaker, even as I do that, I want to go on record, because I'm an odd member in this House, that what we have done with the 47 Clause A is unprocedural. The government was scared of being defeated, and will still defeat.
Order. Honorable Mbago.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. But on this issue of housing levy, we really charge so many people in the Kenyan tax bracket component who do not even require these housing facilities. I would suggest that even if you are charging this housing levy, it should be directed to people who require these houses. Because there are so many people who have their own houses and they don't require this housing, affordable housing in this.
All members, I now put the question. What is out of order, the Honorable Junet? The Honorable Junet, what's out of order?
Huh? Chair, my colleague here is talking about the housing levy. We are not discussing the housing levy in this amendment. We are discussing the agency fee for collection, so that KRA can get more money as an agency fee. So I know you came late and your eyes are not looking good.
Members, there's a further amendment. The Honorable Wamboka, what is... Yes, you have the mic.
Chairman, let's debate with the decorum. It is unfair for Honorable Junet Mohammed, my leader, to imply that the Honorable member has come with something in the eyes. Honorable member.
Did he say that?
Yeah, that's what he said. That he came late and his eyes were not looking. You can confirm from the Hansard, Honorable Member. We must treat...
Order. The Honorable Junet, the Honorable Junet. Order. The Honorable Junet, did you say that? No. If you said that, proceed. Order.
Mr. Speaker, I did not say that.
Order.
I did not say that.
No, sit down. Honorable, just sit down. The Honorable Junet, you and I have been in this house since 28th of March 2013. You don't do that. And if you... Order. This isn't a joking matter, and I don't want to go to... Order. We don't have time. I don't want to go back to Hansard. If you said that, order. Proceed and withdraw it. If you said it, if you didn't, because I'll go to the Hansard. If I go to the Hansard and you said it, I'll throw you out of the house.
Chair, first you did not hear what I said.
But we have the Hansard.
And you are talking as though you are sure that I said that.
So what did you say?
I did not say.
Okay. We shall order. We shall proceed. I will check the Hansard as we go on. If you said something against a member of parliament, of course you know what will follow. We shall proceed as I check the Hansard. Let's proceed. Honorable Majority Leader, go ahead.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I want to support that amendment. I just wanted to correct what Honorable Junet has also corrected. That one, because I saw one of the media houses, Honorable Speaker, when the committee tabled their report, one of the media houses actually misreported this aspect, and I think it's a journalist maybe who didn't get it the way it was captured in the committee's report. This amendment, Honorable Speaker, if you can protect me from the Honorable Member for Dagoretti South, who wants to put words in my mouth that it was deliberate. And I don't want to judge the journalist because they misreported one of the broadcast medias. This amendment, as the chair has said, Junet has confirmed, has nothing to do with the housing levy. It is the agency fee that KRA is given. And that is why, Honorable Speaker, if you listened when the chair was moving the bill for second reading, he said part of the amendments that he has are those that will help KRA get more resources to be able to mobilize revenue. And I support.
The Honorable Chair, you have a further amendment to make?
The ministry.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move a former amendment. So a further... Honorable Chair, I beg to move a further amendment.
Go ahead.
So when you read the text, it says Section 11 of the Affordable Housing Act is amended by deleting that paragraph. Expression up to 2% of the monies to the collector of the collection of the levy as may be approved by the Cabinet Secretary for the time being responsible for the National Treasury on the recommendation of the Cabinet Secretary responsible for matters of housing. So I beg to move further that we add the words of the Cabinet Secretary, we add the words responsible for matters of housing. I beg to move, Honorable Chairperson.
Honorable members, you've heard. So the import of what he's saying is that the levy will be up to 2%. It could be lower, but it will be recommended by the CS in charge of housing. Now, before we vote on this matter, Honorable Junet, you want to say something?
I can see my colleague, we were with him in Azimio chair, has taken offense on what I said. I did not mean to impute any improper motive on him. If he feels that I put improper motive on him, I withdraw and apologize to him, Chair.
That is now Junet. The other one was not Junet. That is now Junet. I know sometimes your tongue may slip. And when your tongue slips, you should be able to say, my tongue slipped and I apologize. That's the way you work in this house. Now, honorable members, I now put the question that the new clause 55A be now read a second time. Honorable members, I'll take that again. I now put the question that the new clause 55A and the further amendment thereof be read a second time. Will another opinion say aye? Will another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. I now propose the question, members, that the new clause 55A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 55A be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Stamp Duty Act, Cap 480, Clause 56.
All members, I propose the question that clause 56 be part of the bill. There being no amendment, I put the question that clause 56 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Road Maintenance Levy Fund Act, Cap 427, Clause 57.
All members, I propose the question that clause 57 be part of the bill. There being no amendment, I put the question that clause 57 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
All members, I propose the question that the title be the title of the bill. There being no amendment to it, I put the question that the title be the title of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
All members, I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 1 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this particular amendment is just seeking to align the commencement dates for the various provisions provided in the various acts on this bill, Honorable Speaker. In the various provisions in this bill, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 1 be amended as proposed by the chairperson. I now put the question that clause 1 be amended by the chairperson of the Finance Committee. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Will another opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Members, I now put the question that clause 1 as amended be part of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Will another opinion say nay? The ayes have it. All members, we have come to the end of the Committee of the Whole House on the Finance Bill, Bill number 2026, and now chance to call upon the mover to move for reporting. There's no recommittal on this particular bill. Mover to move for reporting. The Honorable Kaluma, order. Go ahead.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026 and its approval thereof with amendments. Honorable Speaker, as I move this, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all members of this House who have debated this particular matter in a very professional way. I want to sincerely thank the members of my committee who has done a very good job in terms of the amendments. I want to thank our Secretariat that worked extremely hard to make sure that all those amendments have been processed and we have given a good report. I beg to move, Honorable Chairperson.
Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the Honorable Kaluma, order. The member for Homa Bay Town, you are as a member of this House, you know how to move for recommittal. You didn't do that, and you can't do it now. You are out of order. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 or 2026, and its approval thereof with amendments. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have those opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I must also join the chairperson in thanking you so much for being decorous, being principled on these matters of Finance Bill, and I think we've shown the country that you can disagree, we can put our opinions openly out there without having to do things that Honorable Kaluma is now trying to do. Thank you. Order, members, we now move. Order. Members, if you have your order paper, this evening we have two committees. So we move to the next bill, which is the Committee of the Whole House on the Appropriation Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026. The Honorable Chair of Budget Committee is around. Good. So let's proceed.
Schedule.
All members, I propose the question that the schedule to the bill be the schedule to the bill. The Honorable Chairperson.
Thank you. Honorable Chair, I beg to move that the schedule to the bill be deleted and replaced with the following new schedule, which is captured in the order paper.
Members, I propose the question that the schedule be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget Appropriations Committee. I now put the question that the schedule to the bill be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget Appropriations Committee. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those who cannot say nay? The ayes have it. However, I now put the question that the schedule as amended be the schedule to the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those who cannot say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 3.
Members, I propose a question that clause 3 be part of the bill. And there being no amendment, I now put the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 2.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair, you have amendments to this?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I'd like to move that clause 2 of the bill be amended by deleting the words 2,187,580,892,628, appearing after the words the sum of, and substituting therefore the words 2,188,892,628. Thank you.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget and Appropriations Committee. I now put the question, members, that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget and Appropriations Committee. Will another opinion say aye? Will those who could not say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. Will many of that opinion say aye? Will those who could not say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
Members, I now propose the question that the title be the title of the bill. And there being no amendment, I put the question that the title be the title of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Will those who could not say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
Members, I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. And there being no amendment, I now put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Will those who could not say nay? The ayes have it. I now call, that marks the end of it. Order, members, order. The Honorable Makali Mulu, the Honorable Kaluma. Be clear of the aisle. The Honorable Chairperson move for reporting, because this is the end of that particular bill.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and its approval thereof without amendments.
Honorable members, I now put the question.
Chair. Let me take it again.
You want to take it again?
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and its approval thereof with amendments.
Thank you. All members, order. Order. All members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and its approval thereof with amendments. Whereas many of that opinion say aye. Will those who cannot say nay? The ayes have it. So members, that marks the end of the two bills in the committee.
Honorable members, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, we start with the finance bill. Call out.
Order, honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members. Chair on the finance bill.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026, and approved the same with amendments.
Mover. Mover.
Kimani.
They're both my boyfriends. One is ex, one is current.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the Committee of the Whole House. And Honorable Chairperson, I want to reiterate that Kenyans that doubted that Committee of Finance and National Planning will not carry out extensive public participation, and that public participation was exercised in futility. I hope they have seen the work that the committee has done. The views of the public mattered in our report, and we based our report solely on the views of the members of the public in where we felt that they had reasonable grounds, Honorable Speaker. We have agreed with them. It's also important to say, Honorable Speaker, that even in our report we have identified, we have made replies to all those people that did submit to us their views. We have replied to them on why we agreed with them, and for those that did not agree, with them, we have also written to them and explained why, Honorable Speaker, we did not agree with them. With that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move and request the formidable leader of majority, the great member of Parliament for Kikuyu constituency, to reply.
Second.
Honorable Speaker, I rise to reply, and as I reply, Honorable Speaker, to second.
Yes.
Honorable Speaker, I think we are all a bit tired now. It's been a long day since morning. And as I second, Honorable Speaker, let me take this opportunity to, in a very special way, thank all of you members from across the aisle, those in the majority, those in the minority, those that the Honorable Junet has referred to with other descriptions, all of you, because you have done very well. You have done very well for the people of Kenya. We have transacted business all the way from second reading yesterday to the third, the Committee of the Whole House in a very mature manner. And I pray, Honorable Speaker, that this is the way we will be transacting business and allow every member to be heard. Because when you allow your colleague to be heard, you also get an opportunity to get heard. And Honorable Speaker, we all here represent different shades of opinion. And we can never all be aligned in thinking. But it's a question of you listen to me, I listen to you, and at times we compromise. And that is why, Honorable Speaker, even on what we were going for division on, after consultations we compromised. And that should be the spirit. Allow me again also to thank you, because, Honorable Speaker, we introduced our sitting this morning, and we asked you to be here this morning at 10 a.m. to help us transact with the business that are budget related. We have just finished with the Supplementary Appropriations 2 bill with led by the Chair Atandi. And I must thank you because we are all here on time, and it is now 8:15 and you are still here. It is a great job, and a job well done for the people of Kenya. I thank you and bless you all.
Thank you, honorable members. Before I propose the question, I have sat behind here since I left the chair, watching the proceedings, and it can be summed up by one Kenyan who is a harsh critic of this house, who sent me a message, and he said, "I am shocked at the maturity of the house today." Remove the shock and maintain the maturity of the house. because we have conducted the proceedings this afternoon and this evening with tremendous industry, tremendous respect to each other, candor and banter of debate in the House, and I want to salute all of you. I have watched proceedings in many comparable jurisdictions, and I can assure you this House is as good as any parliament anywhere. And all of you who have made contributions, who have voted, who have engaged in boisterous arguments, some offside, some onside, have done a wonderful job this afternoon. I encourage you to keep it up because, as we say, those who are majority will have their way, those who are minority will have their say. And whatever we say is part of the process of legislation. And Kenyans want to see, want to hear, want to appreciate that they send men and women. The few of you here representing 55 million Kenyans, making decisions that affect them in their daily lives, making hard and difficult decisions that must move our country forward. As your speaker, I feel very proud this evening that sitting behind here, I have seen all of you. I have not seen sometimes what we veer off to engage in what V.I. Lenin would have called infantile disorder. I didn't see any infantile disorder. I just saw members of parliament, even some who hardly debate here, today were unusually active. And that is the way as it should be, because every dog must have its day. I now propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Can I put the question? I now put the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Mover. Mover. Mover.
Honorable Speaker,
Kimani? Kimani?
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026 be now read a third time, and I want to ask the Honorable MP for Keses, the Honorable CP Julius Ruto, to second.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
Thank you, honorable members. You know, even making feigned attempts to call a division is part of debate. And it's part of the House traditions. You know, when we were young people in school, you sat in class next to a student who quite didn't know what was going on. So when the teacher asks a question, he keeps on raising his hand half-heartedly, so that he appears to be participating in the lesson. When the teacher picks Robert Mbui, then he raises his hand as if he had known the answer. But if the teacher picks him, he will be at sea. Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026 be now read a third time. I put the question. I'll now put the question, which is that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026 be be now read a third time. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Order, members. Order. I see on your feet, nobody has claimed anything. Yes, when you rise on your feet, the standing orders require order. That when you this is a learning curve for many of you. When you rise on your feet to claim a division, you add on a claim for the division. So go ahead and lay the claim. You have the numbers. We'll ring the bell, but before the bell is rung, I want to instruct that in the interest of time, you will have electronic voting. Everybody get your card. Order. Take your seats. Take your seats. Order. Order. Order, members. Order. You have the requisite numbers. You have the requisite numbers for a division. I have granted the division. The rules of the House says the Speaker will decide whether you have electronic voting. In fact, that is the first point of call. Where we have any difficulty, then we'll allow those assisted voters. My direction is this. In the event you don't have your cards, the office is open. I'll ring the bell for 10 minutes to organize yourselves, have your cards. We'll do electronic voting so that we don't spend 30, 45 minutes on something we can do in 5 minutes. Yes, Robert Mbui, what is it?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you know, we have done very many divisions in this House over the years, and probably I have no objection to what you have said. But Mr. Speaker, one of the things we want is to know who has voted in what direction. And so, Mr. Speaker, I'm requesting that after the voting, we...
Order, Robert Mbui, take your seat. Robert Mbui, order. Order, honorable members. Robert Mbui, you are here as a member for Kadiani, and you will vote as a member for Kadiani. You are not here to lord over or superintend over any other member. Each member here is here with the dignity and the respect of those who elected him to come here. And each member has only one vote. It is not your business to know who has voted in what way. Cast your vote, so will the member for Bumula, so will the member for Kikuyu, so will the member for Ugenya. Ring the bell. Yes. Yes, Baba. Yes. Yes, Baba. Eh? Yeah. Kadi zinapatikana watakuonyesha.
I was requesting if we could dispense with the appropriation.
No, acha tumalize hii kwanza.
Well, good evening, and you have been following the National Assembly proceedings this evening, a time when the National Assembly chambers or members of the National Assembly have been considering two bills, that is the Finance Bill 2026 as well as the Appropriation Bill 2026 at the committee of the whole house stage. And the members managed to consider those amendments. Reporting for the approval of the bill with amendments also was done. However, as the bill was about to move into the next stage, that is the third reading, a division was acclaimed. And now the members managed to attain the number requisite for that particular division. That is with regards to the finance bill. So that particular number for the division stage means that the members of the National Assembly will be going into division regarding whether the bill, that is the Finance Bill 2026, be read a third time. Remember, that is the last stage. After the consideration of the bill at the committee of the whole house, after which also amendments were also considered and adopted or dropped depending on the decision that the members of the house took at that particular point. And of course, now the Speaker has directed that the division shall be done electronically. This is for the members to be able to vote on whether the bill be read a third time for the bill to having been concluded or to be concluded with at the level of the National Assembly. However, that awaits to be seen once the division starts. And this is as provided for in the House Standing Order number 70, that unless the Speaker, for the convenience of the House, otherwise directs, voting on a division in the House shall be by electronic voting. And when the Speaker directs that an electronic vote be taken, the division bell shall be rung for not more than 10 minutes, and the House shall proceed to a vote at the expiry of the 10 minutes, or such further time as the Speaker may, for the convenience of the House, direct. The Speaker has, as you have been following the proceedings, has directed that the quorum bell be rung for the 10 minutes, and also directed members of the National Assembly to be able to ensure that their cards, or rather they have their cards, and be ready to take a vote on this particular bill or on this particular division. So members have been directed that in case their cards have issues, that they ensure that those cards are rectified, so that once this process of electronic voting starts, then there may not be any mishaps regarding that particular process. During electronic voting, members shall cast their votes by pressing either the yes, no, or abstain button. At the expiry of 5 minutes, or as soon as the results of the voting appears on the indicator board, the Speaker of the chairperson, as the case may be, shall announce the results. However, before we get to this particular stage, once the 10 minutes division bell lapses, the Speaker shall call the House to order and also direct that the doors be closed and the bars be drawn, and for the members to take their positions or take their seats and get ready for the voting on this particular stage of the bill that it has reached now. Just the last stage the Speaker had read out to the members of the National Assembly on whether the bill be read a third time. And of course, through acclamation, there was the ayes and the nays. And a number of members stood acclaiming division. And that number reached the threshold for that particular division to be called. And of course, that is what has led to this particular point that the House is at this point. Consideration of the Finance Bill 2026. Right now, the division bell is underway, a 10-minute division bell, just for the members of the National Assembly to be able to put their cards in order. Those who have been having issues with their cards have been directed to be able to find out from the ICT department.
Order, honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members. Take your seats. Honorable Mawade, take your seats. Order. Honorable Mawade, go and take your seat. Take your seat, Mawade. Order, members. Order. Honorable member for Embakasi South, take your seat. You have not been called as a teller yet. Take your seat. Members, take your seats. Order. Sergeant, can you confirm if there are any more members taking cards up there? Whips, Osoro and your counterpart, are your members all back? Those who went to get their cards, I don't want to lock them out. Are they all back? Sergeant, pardon? Yes. Okay. I'll give you the 1 minute. Who are you waiting for? Tell them to come in. We're about to lock. Order, members. Order. Order, members. I think we now have, according to your whips, members have gotten their cards on the back. Honorable members, I have been advised that the following will be the tellers. For the ayes, Robert Bukose. For the nays, Julius Mawade, MP. Yes, Jeanette?
Mr. Speaker, you know, in the House we have majority and we have minority.
Yes.
Voting is secret ballot. Nobody knows who's going to vote yes or no. The minority of the minority cannot lead us. These are minority of the minority.
So who is your teller?
My teller is Kaluma.
Point of order, Chair. Point of order, Chairman. No.
Order. Robert Mbui, take your seat. You are seated. Honorable members, Peter Kaluma is a member of my panel, so I will not allow him to be a teller. Secondly, Honorable Junet, I would advise you to let this pass. Let Mawathe be the teller. So Mawathe and Pukose, order. Members are now ordered that the bar be drawn. The doors be locked. There will be some members who don't have cards will come to the court. Yes, Junet, sorry, Ichungwa.
Honorable Speaker, you know we cannot argue with your decision, and the leader of minority has conceded to his deputy to appoint the Honorable Mawathe. But, you know, the leader of the Wiper Democratic Party is my good friend. And Robert Mbui is also my very good friend. I wanted to advise Robert Mbui, you probably would have nominated the Honorable Makali Mulu, who is a seasoned economist and very well educated and very good in numbers.
Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. You know we are doing electronic voting. In electronic voting, actually the duty and the role of the tellers is moot, because they must be seated where they sit to vote. The only time that they can be of minimal relevance is when we are having assisted voters who may not have their cards. But first, the presumption is everybody has a card. Number two, I've been advised by my technical team that those of you who had already logged in with our cards, don't remove them to log in again. But in the event you have removed your card, then you log in. You will not be disadvantaged if your card was already logged in, because it will function anyway. So will everybody ensure that your card is logged in? Owen Bayer, what is it?
Be the procedure.
Order, Owen Bayer. It's very clear that you are not listening. I said, once we finish voting, and I want to advise you members, be like, you know, in the Bible, there were 10 girls going to a wedding. Tano wapumbavu, tano werevu. You know the story. Werevu walibeba extra oil. Wabumbavu walitarajia kuomba mafuta. So when you come to this chamber every day, carry your card. Carry your card. Oh, and I'm not addressing you, I'm addressing the House. Because I didn't say mupumbavu, I said wapumbavu. You are not plural. So having logged in, you still want to say something?
Right to vote.
Just wait. Everybody will vote. Once we finish electronic voting, there are those whose cards may malfunction. There are those who, like Elisha Odhiambo, has come to tell me that he's not able to get his card. Eve Obara has told me she's just arrived and she doesn't have her card. Those in that category, order, those in that category, once we finish electronic voting, you'll come and register here. Okay? No. Order. Mwafrika, take your seat. Be ready now. I'm going to call for the vote. Be ready. Honorable members. Clerk, are we ready? Eh? Do you need to do that? It's not necessary.
Just 60 seconds.
Eh?
Just 60 seconds.
Pardon?
60 seconds. They should not vote now.
Yes. Order. Yes. Yes. Okay, order. Order. Kagusha, don't be excited. This voting will take a minute. Clerks, are you ready? Just wait. When I say now vote, you all vote. But wait, I've not said so yet. The clerks are getting the screen ready. Are we ready? We're ready? Now vote. Take your seat. Kwamboka, take your seat. We'll come to that. Eh? Order. The law requires that when you are voting, you must be in total silence. Sit down. Are we done? We'll come to that. Kiambati, si tumemaliza? Hatujamaliza? Yes. So we call those who may not have voted. How do we know? You have the list. Go ahead and print. Honorable members, order. The voting is over. Order. Honorable, take your seats. Honorable members, I thought my communication was very clear. I said, P.S. Mulyungi, stop raising your hand. I said, for those whose cards may have malfunctioned, or the case of Elisha Odhiambo and Eve Obara, we'll give you an opportunity, a few minutes to come here and register your vote physically. And this will only be done because knowing how sometimes we conduct ourselves, even honorable people can be dishonorable. They will print the list very quickly. When you come to record that you didn't vote, they will check against the list. If you didn't vote, then you are allowed to register your vote. Pardon? Kiambati, are you ready? Okay. those who believe, because we also may have cases where you voted but you don't believe that your vote was recorded. Don't come and crowd here. Elisha Odhiambo and those who may not have voted, queue along here to come and be ticked here. Those who are voting yes, come through this side. Those go to the other side. Those who are voting no, come to this side. Order, honorable members. All the rest who voted remain in your seats and in silence. Order. Order, Mukunji, take your seat. The rules say, or we not discontinue your phone call. The rules say, order, members. Order. Honorable Engineer Kiragu, are you coming to vote? If you are not coming to vote, take your seat, remain silent. That's what your standing orders say. Okay, clerks, go ahead and act quickly. A member who votes, you go around and go and take your seat. Naika, take your seat. You're out of order. Mawadi, what is it?
We are voting. Don't stop shouting. They are voting without the list. No, we are using a list. No, they are voting without the list.
I will have the final word.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. They are voting without the list. Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir. They are voting without the list.
They have a list here.
No, this is the Bunge list.
We will cross-check with. Rosa Boyu, take your seat unless you are coming to vote. Order, honorable members. Order, Nguna. You voted, take your seat. Elisha Odhiambo, having voted, go and take your seat. Hillary, is this Hillary? Take your seat. I will give you an opportunity after all this. Take your seats.